From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
The really big thing about this project is that when you archive a website, it's being preserved forever as like part of the history of our planet and our people. So you're like archiving, you're like writing history. You're like writing a history textbook. And someday when we're all gone, some six-legged creature could come down to the smoking remains of Earth, go down to the basement of the Library of Congress, pull out this file, and see, oh, so this is what people were like 3,000 years ago.
At like how big the actual project was, because like I couldn't wrap my head around the idea that this was going to be that important, and then I finally realized when you guys came up that, oh my gosh, this is going out to the entire world and it's very important to our generation.
Everyone should get a chance to be able to do what we're doing.
It makes coming to school really fun because we know we're not going to have a boring day, we're going to have a lively day.
That's pretty much why I did this, because I knew once he told us that we were making history, I thought that would be pretty cool for people to look at it.
I don't think people really realize that we're going to be history in like a couple years. Like the history books we read about, they think that's all fake, but in 100 years from now, we're going to be those history books and they're going to be learning about our life. Theirs is going to be totally different from this.
I just learned a few days ago that it's YouTube's 5th birthday, which really surprised me. I thought that site had been around forever. Knowing now that these websites aren't going to be around even 10 years from now, like, never mind hundreds of years from now, like 2 years from now, some of these websites will be gone. And that's really, really scary. Like, the lifespans of these websites are so short.
Well, what's important to us is sites that are teenager sites, because I mean, we're teenagers, so anything that I think we look up will be what teenagers look up.
If you look at it collectively, then yes, it does represent teenagers in 2010. But if you look at individual, like say sites that just I archive, then that's just me. It's not the entire generation of teenagers.
I think if you look at the list of websites, you can definitely see the diversity that all the kids have, but then you can also see some major similarities that we share.
Facebook.com,
MTV.com,
Facebook.com,
and MTV,
Facebook,
MTV.
I also use Facebook a lot.
My favorite was, it's called Academy of Dance 1, and it's for our dance studio. It's kind of a big part of my life.
I do play a lot of video games, so I go on like a lot of fan websites. My favorite video game fan website is brawlinfamily.com.
Games, gamepost.com, fog.com.
He likes hockey. He put NHL down. A lot of teams out there do like watching hockey, so that reflects the teams that watch hockey. I play soccer. That reflects me, and also reflects a lot of teams out there that play soccer.
Musician's Friend is like a place to like buy like musical instruments, and Cordy is a site where you can get the chords, guitar chords to songs.
Well, I chose basketball sites because I play basketball, and I like go on NBA.com a lot, check scores.
Bike producers websites like Huffy, Schwinn, Next Bikes.
I selected a bunch of film and animation sites because I'm into film, animation, video editing, that kind of stuff.
Vocaloidism.com and DeviantArt.com. Vocaloid is a vocal synthesizing software usually used for making songs. It's Japanese, and currently there are 19 models. I listen to their songs a lot, and that's pretty much all that I have on my iPod.
So I like put like websites like cosplay.com or cosplayfood.com, which cosplaying is when you dress up like the anime character and you go to like all like the conventions and stuff, and it's so much fun. We both like love it and we're really interested in it.
We are archiving websites that we use every day. What we're doing is taking pictures of them by typing in the website, and now it's telling me how often they're going to take pictures of the website.
And the reason they take the pictures is because over time each website like develops and gets new logos, new pictures, and it's a different way of representing the site over time. So we take it either monthly or weekly or even every day or every other month.
Hourly, daily.
Yeah.
How do you make those decisions?
Well,
depending on
the
website.
If it's a popular website, it's probably going to be more often you want to update it.
When You put in a site, there's a couple questions, like you have to put in the name of the site, and then the details are what you can do on the site, how you use it, what kind of people you would recommend the site for, and all of the other facts that you think people should know about the website that they could use.
And if there was a word that someone in the future might not understand, he would have us describe exactly, tell them what this word meant if a certain website, I know a lot of girls did anime websites, and I have no idea about anime, but there are a lot of words that I didn't understand, so they had to go back and describe what those were, certain types of people, and they had to describe them, because if they didn't, just someone in the future would be looking at this and wondering, what does all of this mean? What is anime? And so they just did a very good description, I think.
It also helped us to learn more about the other people because we saw what interests they had, and we all just connected because we all could find something in common with what we do, and we all thought that what each other did was cool and interesting.
Some of the sites that you guys said I've never heard
And if you
before.
checked it out, everyone around the world has likes and dislikes, and you can see how everybody is connected.
It's really, really big because who knows, maybe later on we could all be an exhibit in a museum, and little kids be running around and running around through a little playhouse of what life was like back when we were kids. It's 50 years from now, someone could be reading their history textbook, and it could be about us.
We need to preserve the past and the present to make useful in the future. So every website on the internet has its own unique characteristic, and if we just forget about them, then no one in the future will have any idea about what we did and what was important to us in the 21st century.
Because of this project now, these websites will be saved, and if it wasn't for this project, they might just not be remembered and just disappear.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.